Hey guys, my name's Sarah for those of you that don't know me, and for those of you who do, hi. This is Neku. Today is a very special day for me. This actually makes 2 years since I have been cut and suicide thought free, and I'm not here to brag about it by any means. I'm honestly here to share my story because every year it gets different, and I feel like when I do this, it helps a lot of people because I've had so many people come up to me, like, after the previous year and tell me that, like, it's inspiring. And if you got through it, I can get through it. And I love to hear that because it's true, because I know that anyone can get through this. It's not easy, I'm not going to lie and tell you that it is. And Cricket's up there, she's distracting me. But, it's, you really have to find ways to keep your mind off of it, and that's, again, a lot harder than it seems. And but like, you just find something you do, something you something you like, and it keeps your mind off of it. And as for like the suicidal thoughts, that really honestly comes with time. And again, just keeping your mind off of it, it helps a lot. And I actually know my animals help me a lot, so like, I just want to share like a lot of what happened when I was going through it. Like, I was verbally and physically abused for it. People, like my friends, will literally just like grab me by the wrist and they'd yell at me, or they'd hit me, or it's awful. If someone's cutting themselves, they're already hurting. You don't want to hurt them anymore. Like, if you have friends that are going through this, please don't hurt them. They're already hurting inside. And I know when I went through it, nobody was there to help me. Like, nobody understood. Like, when I tell them what was going on, they'd freak out and they wouldn't know what to do. And it's awful because when someone's doing something like that, all they want is someone to listen and someone to be there for them to tell them, you know what, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And in the end, you are, because you can get through it because you're strong. And like, I had little things that helped me get my mind off of it, and every time I felt like I wanted to cut, I would write "Love Thyself" on either my wrist or actually on my leg, which is another spot that I did it on a lot. And there was Sharpie on my skin constantly, which I know probably isn't good either, but it's better than mutilating yourself, honestly, in my opinion. But like, also you could draw butterflies on your wrist. This was something I heard. And like, name each butterfly after someone that you care about, someone that you love. And when you'd look at your wrist, you'd realize, I don't want to hurt that person. Because what you're doing when you're cutting, you're really hurting people around you. And that's not good at all. Like, I know I hurt my family a lot, and I hated seeing them react the way they did when they found out about it. But, it also opened up my eyes to being like, hey, this isn't good, Sarah. Stop what you're doing. This is awful. This is terrible. Stop. And eventually I did stop, and there were lots of times when I didn't want to, because you have that physical release of pain to get rid of the mental release of pain. And to me, physical pain was a lot easier to bear than mental pain. And it's still that way, honestly, but I don't. Like, I'd rather deal with the mental pain than going through what I went through again, because it's not easy to get out of. But once you get out of it, it's the best feeling in the world. And I'm honestly such a different person than who I used to be back when I did that, and I couldn't be happier with it. And getting cheesy in here. But like, if there is anyone out there that's watching this, like if I know you personally, or if I don't, if you're on my Tumblr, or if you've come across this on my YouTube, please feel free to talk to me about it, because I know that's just what you need. You just need someone to be there for you, and maybe not have to give you advice, but just to listen, because that's, a lot of times that's just what you need, or just what you want, is someone to listen. And by all means, you come to me because I've been through it. I know what you're going through to some extent, and it's not fun. I know it's not. So I know you need someone to be there with you, and I will always be there. Like, my phone stays on constantly. For those of you that have my number and that know me, you can call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be awake. I'm always awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, duh. But, like, you can call me at 9 o'clock in the morning when I'm sleeping, and I will stay into the phone and talk to you or text you. Probably better to call me. But anyways, you all get the point, and I just want to thank everyone that's been there for me through this for the past few years, helping me get through this. And for those of you that were there when I was going through it and didn't quite understand, it's okay. Like, it's honestly alright. I probably wouldn't know what to do either if one of my friends was doing that and I'd never experienced it myself. But I couldn't be more grateful for everyone that was there for me. And I just really hope that, like last year when I did something similar to this, that this gets through to someone that's going through the same pain, and that you will get over it, you will overcome it. It's going to take time, and it's going to be very, very hard, but it's so worth it in the end, and I just thank you guys so much for being here for me for these past 2 years.